Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, hear me out. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right with money, but somehow you're still not getting ahead, it's usually not because of one huge mistake. For some people it can be, but for most it's not. It's usually the really quiet stuff, the habits that don't feel like problems in the moment, but slowly add up in the background, the things that you never notice. Here are a few of the ones that I see all the time. Habit number 1. Confusing convenience with necessity. This one sneaks in so easily. Delivery apps, same-day shipping, pre-cut groceries, Uber instead of driving, paying extra just so you don't have to think. And listen, convenience is not bad, and sometimes it's really worth it. The problem is when convenience becomes the default, not the exception. Because what you're really paying for most of the time isn't the thing itself. It's the relief from having to make a decision or from having to do a little extra work. And when every small decision costs you a little bit of extra money, your money drains way faster than you can even notice. Habit number 2, letting money decisions pile up until they feel overwhelming. This usually looks like avoidance, and this is something that I used to be guilty of. You don't look at your statements because it stresses you out. You don't cancel subscriptions because it sounds super annoying. You don't tweak your budget because it feels like too much work, or you don't try to give yourself any kind of budget at all. So everything just piles up, and eventually the weight of it feels worse than the actual money problem ever was. Most people aren't overwhelmed by one big financial issue. Like I said before, some people are, but most people aren't. They're overwhelmed by dozens of tiny decisions that they kept putting off, and so now they feel like they have to solve all of them before they can move forward. Habit number 3, treating spending like it's all the same. This one creates so much guilt. Spending on things that support your life, your health, or your well-being is not the same as spending out of boredom or impulse. But when you treat every dollar exactly the same, everything starts to feel like overspending, even the things that are a necessity in your life. And when everything feels wrong, it's hard to fix anything at all. Clarity disappears and frustration takes over. Habit number 4, upgrading your lifestyle without upgrading your systems. This one is subtle and something that I don't think a lot of people think about, but you start making more money, so your life gets nicer. But your financial setup stays exactly the same as it was before you started making more money. Same checking habits, no real savings structure, still telling yourself, oh, I'll move money later. So even though your income grows, your organization and your finances doesn't. And that gap, that's where money stress lives. More money without better systems does not create peace. It creates chaos. Habit number 5, assuming financial confidence comes later. A lot of people think confidence comes after. I hear that all the time. After they make more money, after they pay off their debt, after everything finally feels figured out. But let me tell you something. Confidence isn't something you magically unlock at the end. It's built in the messy middle, while you're learning, while you're adjusting, while you're making imperfect choices. Avoiding your money until it feels simple does not protect you. It just delays the confidence that you're waiting for. And here's the important part. None of these habits mean you're irresponsible. They mean you're human. In a world that's fast and really expensive and constantly pulling at you in a million different directions. The goal isn't to stop spending, and it's definitely not to become super restrictive. The goal is to slow things down enough that money stops happening to you and starts working for you. Because when your decisions become intentional, even imperfectly, clarity shows up. And when clarity shows up, confidence follows. Not because everything is perfect, because you're finally choosing where your money goes. I hope this is helpful. I hope this gives you some insight into some things that maybe you aren't considering that are wrecking your finances. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Talk soon. Bye.